Here's the Imperial list I will be running today, and it's going to be led by Iden Versio and her droid ID-10. Iden's been upgraded with her T-1150 repeater blaster rifle, and then also Hunter and Offensive Push. She's going to be joined by 2 full units of Scout Troopers. They've been upgraded with Duck and Cover each. And then back behind Iden we have a Scout Trooper Strike Team, which has been upgraded with the DLT-19 X-Ray Sniper Rifle. 4 units of Stormtroopers, 3 of which have been upgraded with the DLT-19. The 4th has the RT-97C, which I'm a big fan of. And then we're going to round out the list with the AT-ST. The AT-ST has a number of upgrades to include the 88 Twin Light Blaster Cannon, the Imperial Hammer's Elite Armor Pilot, and Link Targeting Array. Altogether, we're looking at 9 activations, getting ready to take on Josh and his CIS forces. We welcome Josh back to the channel, and he has brought his droids this time. Josh, take us through your army list.
All right, starting with the commander, I got Count Dooku. He's running aggressive tactics, force push, force choke, and force reflexes. On the right side, I've got 2 units of B1s, both running the E60. The white unit has an HQ uplink as well. On the far left side, I've got 2 more units of B1s. Both of those are just running the extra B1 unit. And then in the middle, we got 2 units of B2s, both running the ACM. And of course, in the back, I've got the AAT. We're running Lock Dird as the pilot, high energy shells, and it also has a link targeting array.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, that's 798 points and 8 activations.
Correct.
That's going to make you the red player today. Since I'm the blue player for this game, you're looking at my battle deck, and what we have is Rollout, Major Offensive, the Long March, Bombing Run, Intercept the Transmissions, Sabotage the Moisture Evaporators, War Weary, Fortified Positions, and Hostile Environment. Josh, with my first veto, I'm going to get rid of Bombing Run.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and flip Rollout.
Now I'm going to flip Intercept the Transmissions to force Sabotage the Moisture Evaporators.
And I will flip Major Offensive so we get Long March.
Long March, Sab, and War Weary should be a good game. Let's come back after deployment. So we are all deployed, and as we take a look around the board, first I want to focus on this beautiful pond that we got from our friends across the pond, the guys at Crafty Terrain. Lee appeared on the Jedi Hunter podcast and talked all about his channel and what he does for the Legion community. And what he did for me is he made me a pond and sent it all the way across the Atlantic Ocean, and it looks beautiful. Lee, thank you for that. If you're interested in making your own pond that looks like this, you should check out his channel, Crafty Terrain, where he also has battle reports and tutorials on how to make stuff. So it is really cool. That is going to be difficult terrain for troopers. Vehicles can move over it freely, and then it provides no cover. That's the same deal with the river you'll see here in a second. That platform with the TIE Fighter on it is cover 2, and you have a ladder up there for a clamber move. Without rolling dice. And then we have a rock, which is cover 2. All the trees are cover 1, as are these little shrubbery areas. They're open terrain for vehicles and troopers. We have a number of buildings in the middle, which are all cover 2, and scattered terrain, which is cover 1. More trees for cover 1. Then we got a hill over here, which is cover 1 as well. Here you see the river. That is just like the pond, difficult terrain for troopers. And then additionally, it is no cover, and this bridge provides cover 1. And lastly, we have a little ford over here, which allows you to cross without having to take the penalty for movement. We got 4 moisture evaporators on the board, so I placed one here and there. I will be trying to put wound tokens on it, while Josh has placed his here, and behind that building over there, he will be trying to remove the tokens from it. So Josh, let's go over your deployment first.
Okay. I've got the 3 units of B1s here. Again, the white unit is the one with the HQ uplink, and then these 2 units also have the E60. Over here is the 4th unit of B1s. On flanking both this big group of B1s, I've got my B2s with Dooku in the back here, and then the AATs on the far side of the map. Probably getting ready to have a battle with an AT-ST.
So the AT-ST was the last thing I put down. I put down here on my left flank to square up against the AAT. Should be an interesting battle. While my scouts have moved ahead to try to get in contact with those moisture evaporators and get an early lead. And there's a scout strike team and then the other unit of scouts. Otherwise, huddled behind here is Iden Versio and 4 units of stormtroopers in nice packed rows. So good thing Josh doesn't have any bombs to be throwing at me. That's all I can say about that. With that, let's go ahead and have a good game. Good luck to you.
You too.
We are in turn 1. Josh, I will be playing standing orders.
Good choice. I also will be playing standing orders.
Okay, now Dooku's cunning only comes into effect when Josh plays one of Dooku's cards. So at this point, as the blue player, an odd number round, I will roll, and I have shield, which means I have priority. With priority, Iden has gone ahead and ordered the AT-ST, who's making use of its link targeting array, so it will get an aim token. Josh, what did you do over here on your side of the board?
I started off by giving the order to these B1s, which gave it to these B1s, gave it to that B1 unit, that B1 unit, and then back over to this B2 unit. And I also have aggressive tactics to put out.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and put out the 4 surge tokens to anybody with a face-up order token. So it looks like the 3 units of B1s there, and
all 4 units of B1s.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so I'm going to go to my stack to start the game. And I've pulled a Special Forces unit. It's going to be these boys over here. And what they're going to do, Josh, is they're going to take a Speed 2 move, which will get them in contact with the objective. And
Right off the bat.
like we said, trying for an early lead, we're going to go ahead and kick it to put a 3rd wound token on it. And so as I go hear them up, that is a card action, so it does take an action to do that. So they're going to be done having moved and kicked the evaporator.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and activate this unit here, the darker B1 unit. And I am going to kind of do the same thing. Going to come up here into base contact with this moisturizer, and I'm going to use my other action to heal.
Okay.
And I'll cohere them up.
All right, at that point, I'm going to go back into my stack. And I've pulled a commander. That will be Iden. What Iden's going to do is, I think she's going to do a couple of speed 2, 1 speed 2 move. Yeah, she's just going to move up here a little bit.
Okay.
Past the scout team, and then what she's going to do is take a dodge token and hang it out with her droid.
I think I'm going to go ahead and activate this unit here. And let's see where I'm going to go. I will go ahead and take a double move.
Okay.
Go here.
Obviously, AI attack not kicking in because there are no valid targets within range.
And then I'm going to cohere these guys up against the
Front of the building there? While you're doing that, I will go ahead and grab a token, and I got my first core unit. And it's going to be these stormtroopers here on the near side. Well, let's actually go with the far side. So I'm going to go ahead and move them off camera and then come back after that. So I moved my stormtroopers up just behind that shrubbery right there, and now they do have a range 4 shot at this unit of droids with the RT-97C. Just the guy on the far side is visible, so I can't put any more than 1 wound on Josh. Let's see if I can get one through the heavy cover though. All right, RT-97C, 3 white, 1 red. You have heavy cover. I am surging to hit. I have gotten 2 hits and a crit. You go ahead and block the 2 hits using that heavy cover we talked about.
You have a surge on this guy as well.
Let's see if you can save him.
Hey.
Spending that surge.
Oh yeah.
Taking that suppression. So that's going to do it for the unit of stormtroopers who didn't manage to kill any droids but did put a suppression token on them. Josh, what are you planning to do, my friend?
I'm going to go ahead and move these B2s right here.
Okay.
And we're going to move right I don't know if I want to do a double. Trying to get him up there, but still out of the range of that sniper down there. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a double move.
All right.
And I'm going to just bring him up to the back of this tank here.
Okay.
And his buddies are going to follow suit.
Okay, that done, I'm going to go to my stack, and I've pulled another core unit. And so that's going to be these boys right here, who are also going to move up next to their buddies and see what they can see. I don't think I'm going to be in range 4 again, but that's okay. So let's get them moved off camera, and then we'll come back with them. We're in luck, as the DLT-19 is going to be able to reach out and touch that same droid who did not learn his lesson when he surged to defense, and will be shot at once again.
This is the same. This is a DLT?
Yeah, this is DLT. So much smaller dice pool, 2 red, trying to get through that heavy cover. It does do 2 hits, but the heavy cover will block it, but that'll be a second suppression on the unit. That's going to be it for that unit of Stormtroopers. We put the second suppression token on that unit of droids with War Weary in effect. Give Josh something to think about. Speaking of thinking about stuff, what you going to do next, Josh?
I want to move this green unit here, and I'm just going to bring them.
So it'll be a speed 1 move.
Oh yeah.
Out of the difficult terrain. Yep.
So it'll end up being a double move, because what I'm trying to do is get them up snug up here.
Okay.
So we'll go here, and then here.
All right. While Josh coheres all the B1s around that guy, I'm going to go to my stack. And I've pulled a Special Forces unit, and it's going to be this one right here. And all they're going to do is come up here a little bit, take cover in this little piece of terrain, and then they too are going to go ahead and kick the moisture evaporator to knock it up to 3 wounds. So that's their 2 actions, Josh.
Okay.
As we go back to you.
I just want to check a range real quick.
Sure, we'll check some ranges and then we'll come back. So Josh has opted to pull from his bag.
Yep. And I got the lone core unit that did not have a, that would be the B.
Yes, indeed. You just didn't move the token for the B1s.
These guys here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going to have to get up. This will be a... Alright, so we're going to do a move 1 to get out of the swamp here.
Yep.
Pond.
Careful with the new swamp.
Yeah, you kind of did a little trapeze flip off of it, like he knew better too. So we'll go here.
Yep.
Not sure how that... Does it have to be able to balance? Is that...
If you're going to leave them there, you'd have to balance them. But if you're going to move them again,
okay.
Yeah, you just go ahead and move them a second
and
time.
Then I want to kind of try to bring them around the tree a little bit so they can at least possibly get some of this if you decide to fire at them. But all those guys have gone, so I feel pretty good about it.
This turn, Josh. They've gone this turn. All right, while Josh is cohering those guys, I will go back to my stack. And I've pulled a core unit. Let's go ahead with these guys in the middle. And I'll move them off camera and then come back with them. Aggressive action by those B2s gave me something to think about, so I ended up double moving my Stormtroopers over here to the far side of the board, and they're just in range 4, but since it's double move, they won't be shooting this turn. So Josh, we go back to you, sir.
Let's go ahead and activate the white unit here.
Okay.
And we're going to... Actually, I think we're going to double move this way.
So first one will be speed 1, then you can move speed 2 after that.
So we'll go here. Can I get up in here? Yeah, there we go. And then I'll cohere these guys up.
Okay, while you're doing that, I will go to my stack. I got a core unit left and a special forces unit left. It's going to be the core unit. And what I'm going to do here is move them up a bit all along that hill line and see if anything's in range, and if not, we'll figure out something else to do with them. So with their first action, these stormtroopers did move up on top of the hill. They're not in range of anybody, so they're just going to take a dodge token. Not that I expect it to come in handy. As Josh brings his forgotten B1.
He's lagging behind a little bit. I'm going to go to the bag, and we're going to pull the AAT.
Okay.
Give me a second. I need to do some measurements.
Sure thing. Josh, I see you've used your ground repulsor vehicle skills to move over that rock. Since the AAT is higher than the rock, he can do that freely. And he's ended his move, so his cant is less than 45 degrees, so it's all legal. And he's got my scouts in a range 4 band right now.
Yeah, and what I'm also going to do on this, since I can't use barrage because of the move, I will use arsenal and activate the high energy shells. And I'm also going to activate Look Dirt to make the, for the rest of the round, both my weapons are suppressive. Or the one dice pool will be suppressive.
And everything's going into scouts, correct?
Correct.
All right. Josh's dice pool is 6 red and a white at critical 3. Now I do have light cover, which goes to heavy cover because of low profile.
And he doesn't have a...
Crit 3 will switch the 1 to a crit.
Yep. So, you already switched one?
No.
Okay,
The other ones were blue.
Well, yeah, the other ones
Yep.
were both. Okay. And then I lose one because of light, or did you already do that?
Well, with low profile, their light cover becomes heavy cover, so you lose 2 there.
Okay.
So you ended up missing with 3, and then I blocked 2. So the 2 crits will go through, and I'll save 1 and take a wound, and then end up with 2 suppression tokens on that unit.
Yep.
So we've taken the Scout Trooper off, and we've taken our 2 suppression, as I'm going to go ahead and activate my AT-ST. He's been waiting on the tank patiently. Now he moves at speed 1, if I'm not mistaken. Josh, you're the expert here. Speed 2. Speed 2.
Oh.
So we'll go ahead, and he's going to go ahead and move forward in a bold attempt to engage the AT-ST. And so now the question that we have to ask ourselves is, what range are we in? So it's going to be range 4.
And do you feel lucky?
I do feel lucky. So the main gun's going to go at the AT, while the twin light blaster cannon will be in range 3 of those boys right there,
Okay.
who will have heavy cover. So let's get it done, AT-ST. So we got the main cannon's double rainbow along with our aim token. This is going at the AAT. It is at impact 3. Josh, no cover here. Has 2 hits so far. We're going to go ahead and spin that aim token to reroll the 2 black dice. For 2 more hits. Now, critical will kick in to switch 3 of these up to crits, and armor will block that one. So, saving against 3 as I spent my aim token. 2 saves. Now it's a single rainbow against those droids in heavy cover behind the building. And I can see 4 of those little droid heads popping up over the building. And I will hit with the AT-ST pilot, Imperial Hammers pilot, 3 times. You'll block 2 of them due to cover, but have to make a save. They do have a surge token, but it won't matter. The first casualty comes off the droid side. It's going to do it for the AT-ST, as we've put 1 wound on the AAT and taken off one of those droids and put a suppression token on him.
Okay.
Go ahead and put a suppression token on.
Oh, sorry.
As that's all right. As we go to your bag, it has to be Dooku, if I'm not mistaken.
Dooku, it is. Dooku's going to double move. I don't want any pot shots being taken, so let's see where we go.
You have to activate as that unit of scout troopers with the sniper rifle. I was showing the people the scout trooper that is not activated yet.
So I think what I'll do is, I think I'm going to put him.
I'll go ahead and let you move them off camera so I can help you out with the range there.
Yeah.
So Josh, what do you do with Dooku there?
I went ahead and double moved him up right here next to the B2s behind this tank, just keeping me slightly out of line of sight of those snipers.
Just barely out of line of sight. It will be the snipers that go next. I've done some measurements off camera. They're going to be shooting, they're going to aim and shoot at that unit of B1s in cover. As it turns out, 5 of them are blocked by the building just barely, so it's going to be heavy cover, which I'll reduce to light with the sharpshooter one. All right, so we'll get my aim token here. And 2 black dice. Let's see what these boys can do. We'll re-roll that one. So hitting a crit, and then I'm going to spend the aim. I got. Just kind of stuck to the hand there. Spend the aim. That's going to go away because of that, and say I pierce one. It's just going to go right through your armor, and you'll lose a guy.
Oh yeah, pierce one. Okay.
So Josh has removed the B1 there. This is the end of the turn. As you see, he has taken 1 wound token off of that moisture evaporator. This one remains untouched so far. We've placed one on there, and we have placed one on there. So at this point, we get to remove 1 suppression token for each unit. So this unit will have 1 still. As I think that unit of B1s over there will have 1 as well. So come back for round 2 cards next. We are in round 2. Josh, what you playing?
Push.
I've gone with coordinated fire, which allows me to pass aim tokens around. So you will have priority.
All right.
So Josh, you had priority. Where'd you go with your orders?
Well, the first order I put onto this unit of B1s, which went here, here, and then here. And then the second order went to my AAT, and then I gave surge tokens to the 4 B1 units.
Okay, on my side, I've gone ahead and ordered this unit of near stormtroopers, and then the RT-97C and the unit with the DLT next to them. So those are my 3 orders. So where would you like to go first? Worth noting that Josh did get name token with the AT due to linked targeting array.
I think I'm going to activate the AT.
Okay.
And she's already got the aim. I'll go ahead and do a barrage shot.
Okay.
And we're going to hit feeling gutsy. I think I kind of want to take both shots at the scout unit. Well, let me see here. Now that I did move up. Yeah, it's only those 2 are the only ones in range.
Well, you can shoot once, then decide your second target.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, we will barrage shot, but I just don't know who the second target is going to be yet.
Okay. 4 red against my scouts. You do have a name token. I'll grab it for you.
Yep.
Once again, they are going to be in light cover, which goes to heavy cover due to the good old low profile. We've gotten 3 hits and a crit.
Yep.
I assume you don't want to reroll any of those.
No.
So I'll block 2 there because of cover. And roll in 2. Save in 2.
Nice.
You want to go back at him? With that second shot?
I think I'm going to try to... I think I'm going to go ahead and try to put some damage on the AT-ST.
Okay. So we got a crit and 3 hits. What's the impact for this main gun?
1.
Okay.
Impact 1.
So you might as well reroll 2 to see if you can't get
some more crits.
Yeah, or some surges to turn into crits. So you get a third
one,
crit there.
That goes away from armor.
And with impact, you're going to do 3 altogether. Hopefully this works out better for you than it did against my scouts, as I save 1 and take 2. Long way to go, though. Josh, I'm going to activate the unit of stormtroopers with the RT-97C. They're going to go ahead and take an aim token, and then go ahead and try to kill that droid that they failed to kill last time and put some suppression on him.
He just doesn't learn, does he?
No.
Though if he makes it 3, that is 1 tough droid.
Super droid, one might say. So now you do have cover 2 here.
Okay.
I do have precise 1, which will allow me to reroll 3 dice with that aim token. As it is, I've gotten 3 hits. Let's go ahead and use that aim token to see if I can make it a 4th. I do, so you'll cancel 2, He's got to make not one, but two saves this time.
I think his luck might be out.
Yep. And it is. So it's just the one droid because that's the only one I can see. But we'll pass that aim token along. So that ends that unit's turn as they've gone ahead and give a unit right next to them that aim token. As Josh, where are you going to next?
I'm going to activate the white unit, I believe.
Checking to see what he would have to do. That is range 3. Now, of course, your rocket is range 4.
Yeah, but I was just trying to see if I could get all of them up there, but I don't think that's going to be...
Yeah, that would be impossible.
Yeah, that's going to be... But so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and move them up and keep them in the thing here.
Okay.
And then after I cohere them, I should easily have my rocket in line of sight of these guys.
Indeed. All right. So the building not big enough to give my guy cover, as Josh will be shooting 1 red and 2 black at him. This is impact
2.
2.
Yep. And 2 black and a red.
You're looking at 1. Now you do have a surge token that you can spend.
Yep. We'll go ahead and... Well, that surge, I mean... Oh, it's impact 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and flip that and then...
Impact makes them both criticals, of course. So after that, rolling 2 dice. I will save 1 out of 2 and take a 3rd wound on the AT-ST. It's a Battle of the Titans as the AT-ST takes its 3rd wound thanks to that unit of droids right there. They've gotten rid of their surge and turned over their activation token. I'm going to go to that unit of stormtroopers now, Josh, and they're going to move up to get a shot at those B2 droids. So we'll move them off camera and then come back with the damage.
Okay.
So these stormtroopers have cohered around the unit leader who moved just a little bit to keep their distance but make sure the DLT-19 could see. So a little bit, quite a bit beyond range 3 of those B2 super battle droids, but we're going to give them a shot. It is 2 red dice at range 4 and impact 1. Now you do have light cover, but I've gotten 2 hits, so you'll block 1 with cover and
armor 1.
I guess I gotta spend that aim token.
You're gonna try to get crit?
Not really, but I gotta spend the aim token.
Oh, to move it, yeah.
Yeah. We'll just roll a 1. Okay, so same result. You'll block 1. This one becomes crit because of armor 1, so you get to roll a dice here to see if you can stop taking a wound on those guys.
What is it?
It's impact, but not,
I see.
Not pierce. But okay. No. So that unit of stormtroopers is all done as they move their aim token to this other unit of stormtroopers with the face-up order token. Josh.
All right, I'm going to activate this unit right here.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is just poke out just a little bit past this. I'm pretty sure I can move there.
Sure.
Just to get some line of sight on those scouts there.
Okay, so we'll let you cohere them, making sure that you're putting your guys in a position where they can certainly shoot the scouts. Okay, Josh is going to collect his 6 white dice. Does have a surge token to help him out. My scouts again in heavy cover, because that's what scouts do. Blanks. Nothing but blanks. So that unit failed pretty hard, as I'm going to go ahead and activate my other core unit. Now these guys are going to go ahead and jump into the river, and the reason why they're doing this at a speed 1 move is so I can go center to center on the old AAT, and I'm going to be splitting fire with the DLT going against the tank and the E11 blasters going at that unit of droids that just moved out, and I believe they will have heavy cover, but we'll check and see. So yes, indeed, we're not going to start with those droids in heavy cover, though. We're going to start with the DLT, who's shooting at the AAT with no cover. Impact 1. We got a hit and a crit with no cover. Impact 1 will change that to 2 crits. 1 save. So it takes a second wound. And that's going to leave me with 4 white dice to be shooting at the droids in heavy cover. And with precise 1, this could be good. So far I've gotten 1 hit. At least we're putting a suppression on them. So they're just a little bit better marksmen than the B1 droids. So this unit of Stormtroopers has passed their aim token over to the AT-ST as Josh is getting ready to make his next move.
I'm going to go ahead and repair.
Okay. See if you roll off any of that suppression while we're at it. Now, they're going to get 2 actions regardless because they are droids.
Droids, yeah. I'm used to the white one's not being over here.
We rolled off 1.
So, again, I'm going to repair the damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to just take a move around the corner here. I'm going to put him right here, and then I'll cohere the rest of them up.
Okay, while you're doing that, all of my face-up order tokens have been spent, so I must go to my stack. And I've pulled a Special Forces unit. It's going to be these guys right here. I'm going to reach across the table and grab the 2 white dice from Josh. See if I roll off any of their suppression. No, so their only action, Josh, is going to be to put a 4th wound token on this moisture evaporator.
Okay.
And they are done.
All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull from the bag.
Okay.
Dooku.
Okay. Checking range to Iden Versio. She is a menace and must be stopped.
Yeah.
You want a minute to think about it, buddy?
Yes, please.
Okay. Josh has decided to double move Dooku. He's going back around the building. I think he saw the look in Iden Versio's eyes behind the helmet. He was a little bit intimidated.
All right.
Now with Master of the Force 2, there's no reason not to take a dodge.
Yeah, I'll do Force reflexes.
Sure. As I'm going to go to my stack, and I've pulled a Special Forces unit. I think what I will do is let's take a quick measurement just to make sure. That's the unit leader back there, right? For the B2s.
Yeah, he's the back one here.
Okay, so I think those guys are okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and activate the sniper team. And they are going to be aiming and shooting at that unit of B1s.
B1s? This?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same as last time, 2 black dice. This is really wasting their talents here shooting at these B1s. You do have heavy cover, which I'll reduce to light cover, so I've gotten 1 hit so far. And it's just going to be the 1 hit, so take a suppression token for them.
Okay. From the back. Oh, sorry.
That's okay, so that's going to be it for the unit of Scout Strike Team as Josh is going to his bag.
Core unit. It's going to be these B2s right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to have to end up double moving.
Now they also have a suppression token on them from their shot.
Yeah, let me try to roll that off.
Yeah. You do.
Yeah, they're a 2 move. Let's make sure. Just going to move them up and cohere them.
Okay. While you're doing that, I will go to my stack. And I've pulled a commander. that will be Iden. And I think what Iden's going to do is take advantage of a vacuum and leadership in the droid lines and move forward and shoot at those guys. So let me take a look at some measurements and see what we got. So Iden Proctor offensive push to gain a name token. Then she moved up and she's now at right at range 3 of those B1 battle droids who have light cover due to the terrain. Looking at 2 red, a black, and 2 white. Formidable dice pool. Let's go ahead and use that aim token in marksman to make it 5, in which case your light cover will block 1, leaving you with 4.
Okay. And they do not have a surge.
I'm losing 4. It's going to do it for my girl this turn, as she has taken out 4 B1 droids and given them a second suppression token. As Josh, we go to you.
I'll go ahead and activate the green unit here.
Okay.
And I think what I'm going to do. The edge, so it's pretty much right there at that thing, huh?
Yep. We'll do some measurements off camera and come back. So what Josh does, he's moved that unit with the green bases so that the unit leader is just within range 3 of Iden, then cohered his guys over towards my side of the table. He's going to be shooting at Iden in her heavy cover at this point. See if he can push some wounds through. Josh throwing 7 aim tokens at Iden. He's gonna, well, there's no cost to use the surge token at this point, because even if you convert it 1,
They're gonna go
the
for
heavy cover will take care of that. So Iden will take a suppression token, but that's all. Iden and ID10 have their suppression token. As I go to my stack, I've pulled my heavy. Kind of been dreading this because this is decision time. I can either pour everything into the AAT or pour everything into that unit of B1 so that Josh can't continue to repair that objective. And his super heavy is sitting at 2. My heavy is sitting at 3 wounds. Boy, oh boy. I think we're going to go for broke. We're going to go ahead and move it up and shoot at the AAT for the time being. So get him on top of the bridge. Like so, and use that aim token he was given to shoot at the AAT out of cover. It is a triple rainbow at impact 4. We like the damage it could potentially do, but with those red saves, you never know how it's going to turn out. So we have a crit, and we have 4 hits so far. So we're going to go ahead and reroll 2 dice. Looking for crits here. That's the only thing that will help us. So it's going to be a total of 6 crits against you, Josh, once the impact goes in. So just pretend all of these are now crits and go ahead and roll your dice, buddy. You're going to save 2
and take 4.
and take 4. That brings you up to 6 wounds, right?
Yep, and I need to roll for breakdown or whatever it's called.
Yep, your resiliency, I believe. So come over here and roll a red dice. We'll consult the rulebook. Okay, that's the most common, so that's going to be roll a dice to see if you lose an action.
Okay.
Feel like I made the right choice there, as we've put in 6 wounds on the AAT. Josh going into his bag.
And it's going to be this last unit of B2s.
Okay.
Alright, so they're going to double move. To the edge here. And then there.
I like it. Putting the pressure on with the B2s. One of my favorite units for CIS is I have pulled a core unit over here, and what I'm going to do is just going to have them aim and shoot at the unit of B2s approaching behind that tree so they can pass their aim token. So Empire's rolling 4 white and 2 red, D11s and DLT 19. Josh has light cover. So far we've gotten 4 hits. And re-rolling 2. Now we'll have to remember you do have armor, which will come in handy. So the light cover is going to cancel 1, and the armor will cancel 1. Of course, the DLT is impact 1, so you end up with 2 regardless. A double save. Well done.
Take it.
As a golden opportunity to take down one of the B2s, but Josh making both those saves manages to remain. I'm going to pass my aim token here, obviously, as the last activation will be these guys. And we're going to see, I'm pretty sure I am within range 2 of that unit.
Yeah.
Okay, so first action is going to be to repair. So that is going to go ahead and max out that one as well, and then they're going to be shooting at the B2s.
Yep.
And I'm going to check cover real quick. Now that piece of terrain only gives you light cover, but since I can't see 2 of your guys, it reverts to heavy cover automatically. So heavy cover will then become light cover because of sharpshooter 1. If you're following along, good job at home. All right, so you got light cover here, 8 black dice. No surgeon here, so I do 3 hits. You'll block 1 due to cover, block 1 due to armor, and I do have an aim token, so
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry about that. We're going to go ahead and reroll 2 dice for nothing more. 3 out of 10 ain't good.
So there was 3
Yeah.
after the armor, and
Then it becomes
just
1.
1, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't save that one,
No.
though. All right. That is going to be the last activation of turn 2, as the Empire has completely sabotaged that evaporator and this evaporator. Josh has moved up into position to start repairing that one and has fully repaired that one. AAT in some hurting, as it is hit its resiliency level at 6 wounds. AT-ST sitting at 3. So it's been a great game so far. Let's come back for turn 3 as we remove a suppression token from each unit on the board. We're at turn 3, and here are our cards. I went with Tactical Strike, Iden's 3-pip. Assault, we're going to have to roll, buddy. And it's, yeah, but it's not a Dooku card.
Oh.
So it will be my roll. Shields, I have priority, but it's not a shield, so you will have priority here.
Okay.
Josh with priority, where did your orders go?
Well, I had 3 units, so I also popped the HQ uplink this turn
Okay.
on this unit, so I'll start with them. HQ uplink here, then passed over to here. I could have moved it back over to here, but it was, I actually did this one first. So the first one went here to here, and then to these B2s.
Mm-hmm.
And then I used the other 2 orders from the card to Dooku and to this unit of B2s, leaving me 1 token for the AAT in my bag.
Okay, on my side, I gave it to Iden and my 3 units of Special Forces, as you might expect. So Josh, you get to begin.
I'm going to be going to the bag.
Bringing the AAT out while I still have the chance.
Roll, is it red dice for the...
It is a white dice, and you're looking for paint. Paint will give you an additional action, yep. As it is, you'll get 2 actions, so we'll let you...
Let me think about it for a second. I'm pretty sure I'm going to put them into the AT-ST, but...
Barrage them? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh's high energy shells have cycled through, so he's going to be using those.
6 red, 1 white.
And taking an aim token first. So 6 red, 1 white at impact, what is it now, 3?
No, it's only impact 1. It's not the
The high energy shells have impact?
No.
Okay.
The armor piercing one has the
Gotcha.
I didn't bring that because at first I was like, well, he may or may not have the saber tank.
Impact 1, but a lot of criticals. So at critical 1, that one gets to flip. And then impact 1, you get to flip another one, right? Now you still have a name token, so...
Yep, I'll go ahead and roll 2.
Yep, now you're looking for crits here. No more crits, so it's going to be 3 against the AT-ST. Roll 1 save. He's been pretty average, which is awesome for an AT-ST. I've taken 2 more wounds on the AT-ST as I'm going to start with this unit of Scout Snipers. They're going to move once here. And then they're going to move again. Up here. Now every time they move, they gain an aim token. So that's going to be 2 aim tokens. I'm going to go here, this guy. Down here a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is shoot at the Count. Now I will be crossing the building there, I presume. Yes, indeed. So you'll have heavy cover, which I'll reduce to light.
Okay.
Okay, now they get those aim tokens off a tactical strike, in case you were wondering. So far we gotten 2 hits. That would be 1 going through. Let's go ahead and use that first aim token. Let's be bold. And let's use that second aim token. I shouldn't have been bold, maybe. So we do get a crit to go through in the end.
That's Pierce?
Yep. But you are immune pierced with Dooku. So you get to roll your red dice.
Oh, am I?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
And he'll save it. Was really hoping to get a wound on Dooku so it would proc Hunter for Iden. That did not work.
Let's go ahead and activate these B2s.
Okay.
And roll. See if I can roll the suppression off.
And here is a white dice for you over here.
Is that me that knocked something over?
Yeah, it is you that knocked something over. I don't know what it was, though. Again, rolling off the suppression.
Oh,
as a B1 scatters across the floor.
Almost got stepped on. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Alright, so I have to shoot at these guys.
Well, you have a face-up order token, so you can take an action before that.
Yeah. Good call. Yeah, we'll take aim.
Okay, aiming and shooting
at this unit of stormtroopers.
In light cover. So we did some measurements, and Josh was not quite in range 2 of those stormtroopers, so he had to move his unit leader forward, and he has done that now. So he's going to be shooting at the stormtroopers again with no aim token. Dice pool is 3 red, 2 black, 2 white. No surge token here. Or did they have a surge token?
I had a surge token. It's right here.
I gotcha.
Just not. I don't have the aim.
Yep. Gotcha. Surge token's not going to help, but when you roll 5 hits, you can't be disappointed.
See 1 for light cover.
Yep. And having to save 4 here on the stormtroopers. I will save 2 out of 4 and lose 2 and take a suppression. We've taken away 2 stormtroopers and put a suppression token on them as I'm going to activate this unit of scouts down here, borrowing the white dice from Josh. Let's see if they roll off that suppression token. They do not. That is okay because they are leadership 2. And with low profile, they'll certainly be okay. So I'm going to move up twice, Josh.
Okay. And then using the steady on the
droids. Okay. Gaining the 2 aim tokens there. We'll go ahead and use steady on the droids, who will be out in the open at this point, looks like. 6 black dice. Do not surge to hit. But we've gotten 4 hits so far. Using that first aim token to make it 5, and using that last aim token to make it 6. Tactical strike coming through. Josh has 6 droids there. He needs to save at least 1 here. And he saves 2. Josh has removed 4 droids and taken a suppression token as he surveys the board. Can you make it there? I wasn't able to see.
No.
A little short.
Just short. I'm pretty sure I was right on that base. Yeah. I don't...
Oh, you can move the piece of terrain if that helps you out. It looks like you will be just short. Yep. That piece of terrain back.
Mm-hmm.
You need a minute?
Yeah, please.
Sure. All right, Josh, what have you decided?
I'm going to activate that unit over there with the vapor.
Okay, so that's going to be nice to see if they roll off their suppression. He does. Been killing it.
And my first action is going to be to repair that objective. And then I will... too white. I guess I will take a shot at the scouts.
Okay.
What are they just only going to have light cover from the suppression?
Yeah, but then with low profile it becomes heavy cover. So you're either looking to put a suppression token on them or getting a crit.
You know what? I'm gonna, for my second action, I'm just gonna move them. I want to keep them in base contact. I want to bring them over here.
Okay, clever move. I like that better. I think you've moved the piece of terrain back.
Oh.
After I moved it back to where it was supposed to be.
Yeah, because I was looking at measurement here.
Oh, you did again. Okay, gotcha. I'm going to go to my stack at this point. And I've pulled a core unit. And I'm going to check out right here. See if these guys are in range 3 of those B2s, but line of sight would probably be a problem. So actually, I think what I'll do is before these guys have a chance to run away, because they're not within 1 of Iden, can I get that white dice from you, sir? We're going to go ahead and activate them. We're rolling, and they will not shake off their suppression token. So they're just going to get the 1 action, and that 1 action I think is going to be to shoot the B2s right there and light cover. So it's 3 white and a red for the RT-97C, then 2 more white for the sergeant and his buddy. You have light cover. I've gotten 3 hits. You'll reduce that to 2, and then with armor 1, reduce it farther. So you're just having to roll 1 dice here. But you'll take that wound. That's interesting for me. So that's going to end the turn for the Stormtroopers as Josh has taken a suppression token and a wound token on that unit of B2s.
Yep, I'm going to activate these B2s.
Okay.
And we're going to go ahead and move them here. And yeah, I'm going to move them there. And then I'm going to take a dodge.
Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Iden. And Iden, just going to check. I mean, range 3 isn't going to be a problem. She wants to stay far away from Dooku, so she's actually going to move twice. Let's go here and then just to here. We'll bring her handy little droid with her who will cohere forward to increase her leadership bubble. Now she has gained 2 aim tokens while doing this. And she will get a 3rd because now I'm going to proc hunter and shoot at the B2s in light cover. So it's going to be a total of 3 aim tokens with her 2 red, 1 black, and 2 white. Josh in light cover, of course, he has his armor going for him. So far I've gotten 2. Let's go ahead and just spend the 3 aims to make it 5. Seems good. Light cover's going to take one away. Armor's going to take one away, leaving you with 3 to defend against.
Okay.
And that will be
2 dead.
2 dead now, because 1 had a wound. So that's it for Iden, as she put a hurting on those B2s, doing 3 wounds. There's the 1 remaining unit leader there. Josh, where are you going to next?
I'm going to activate the white unit.
Okay.
See if I can roll off that suppression.
He does not this time, but that's okay. Droids can still take 2 actions.
Yep. First action is going to be to recover the launcher.
Okay.
The rocket launcher.
Yep.
And we'll take a shot at...
Ah!
I should, with him moving up, I think he
Yeah,
may be in 3.
You are in 3.
So they all get a shot.
Yep.
Alright, so we're looking at 2 white, 2 black, and a red.
I hope him falling over isn't preview the things to come.
And I do have a surge token on that unit too if it comes into play.
Okay. Impact 2. So far we got a hit. So 1 will go through. I will not make the save, and that's going to put him up to 6 wounds. AT-ST is up to 6 wounds, as I am going to go to my stack, and I have pulled the heavy. That's her, and she is going to aim and put everything into the AAT, see if I can't destroy it this round. So 3 red, 3 white, 3 black, triple rainbow. This could really help out the cause for the Empire. A number of crits so far, and impact 4. Feeling pretty strong right now, as I will go ahead and reroll 2 dice, looking for some more crits. No more, but impact 4 will do 6 wounds again. Have to save 4 of these. You've saved 3. AT-ST has taken a big chunk out of Josh's army with the AAT now gone. You still got a number of units you can activate. You got the green squad, you got the black squad over there, and of course Dooku remaining for you.
I'll activate the green squad.
Okay. Now you would have range to the AT-ST where you're at right now, I believe. Let's not knock him over again. Or you can move forward as you're currently doing. It's hard because you just never know what you're going to get with droids.
Yeah. I just don't have it. I mean, I don't have the impact. You got, what, 5 left?
I do, yeah.
And where is it?
8.
8?
Yep.
Alright, I'll just...
You can ignore it. That is a valid strategy.
Give me a moment.
Sure. Josh has made a decision. What you going to do, buddy?
I'm going to move up here around this box, and then I'm going to shoot at the... I can still see this, right? Obviously, because it's over the top. I'll split fire, activate the rocket launcher to try to get some impact on that thing. And then the rest of them are going to shoot at this scout unit here.
Okay. All right, so we got 2 dice pulls here. I'm going to do the E60 first against the AT-ST. At impact 2, it's going to be 2. He won't save either of those, so that's 8 wounds. That is his resiliency level, as he has the same condition that you had. He'll have to roll to see if he gets 1 or 2 actions.
Okay.
So now the rest of your blasters at that unit of scouts who will have heavy cover due to the low profile. Looks like we got 1, 2 there.
They don't have a surge.
So we'll go ahead and cancel the 1. 1 remaining. Does the scout save? Yes, he does. We're up to 8 wounds. Yes, 8 wounds on the AT-ST, and have taken a suppression token on those scouts. As I'm going to activate this unit of scouts now. And since you have moved up your droids, I feel confident that I can get in range. So we're going to come speed 2 here. Or speed 1, excuse me.
Oh, 2 speed, double move and steady?
Yep.
Okay.
Double move and steady. Just like high school. So what we're going to do, since we got plenty of room here, is keep our distance a little bit, but try not to look like we're keeping our distance in order to take advantage of some terrain for us. Tonight, I am the one knocking over all the terrain. As we will go ahead and shoot at those droids who would have light cover, but it will be no cover due to Sharpshooter 1. So we got 2 aim tokens and 8 black dice. Now I can't see the guy who's kneeling behind the containers there. Let's see if that comes into play. Okay, so I've hit 4 times. Just gonna go ahead and roll all 4 dice now using both aim tokens. For 3 more hits. So a total of 7 for you, Josh. That's a lot. Good job, Scout Troopers.
Oh, that's red.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 7.
Yep. Saving 2, so you'll be losing 5 there. So that's going to be it for that unit of scouts who took out a total of 5 of the B1s there, leaving 3 remaining as the B1s continue to dwindle in numbers. That leaves you with that unit of B1s, and it leaves you with Count Dooku. He is the wild card in this game.
I guess I'd have to pull them all out to see them. Or all right. So we're going to move this unit up here.
Okay.
And we're going to take a shot at this unit that has 1 suppression already.
Okay, sounds good.
And a surge.
Josh looking at 6 white dice with a surge token into my heavy cover stormtroopers. That will put a suppression token on. We've put a second suppression token on them as I go to my stack, and we have pulled a core unit. I think I'm going to go with these guys. Over here. The question is, which way do they want to go? I think with this now pretty much secured, what they're going to do is they're going to hop back up on top of the hill. And then rain down fire on that unit of B1s that I just shot at. Who will have light cover again? And again, not going to be able to see the one guy kneeling behind the boxes, but I can at least take out a rocket launcher and maybe a unit leader. All right, we're looking at 2 red and 4 white against some droids in light cover. That's good for 3, which will then become 2 after they surge to hit.
These are the droids?
Yep, the B1s. Okay, so that will take out the unit leader and the rocket launcher, and the unit leader will replace the kneeling guy. Good work by this unit of stormtroopers, as it is just the B1 unit leader standing now. As I think Josh has to go to Dooku at this point.
Yep. See if I can roll this off.
He does, folks. Waiting on the count, we have 2 units of stormtroopers. Josh will tuck them in by that building.
Yep, and then I'll go ahead and do force reflexes again.
And then recover force reflexes. As the last 2 activations are going to be mine. We're going to start with this unit right here, and all they're going to do is aim and shoot at that lone B2 in light cover. So that's going to be 2 red and 4 white, but this time with an aim token, which with stormtroopers can make all the difference in the world. As we've gotten 3 hits right off the bat, we get to reroll a red dice. That's always lovely. For 4, now cover will block 1, armor will block 1, leaving you with 2 to save here with the white dice.
This is the white dice?
Yep.
Are you doing the one with the 2 suppressions?
Yeah,
already?
the B2.
Okay.
Oh, he saves 1 again. Josh, you're going to force my hand here, and I'm going to activate my last unit of stormtroopers who are going to aim and shoot at that same guy. Hopefully take him out. I really would have rather done something else with these guys, but good save roll there. Makes that impossible. So we've gotten 3 so far. Precise 1 lets me reroll 3 to 5. Now cover's going to block 1, armor's going to block 1. Let's see you try to save 3 here, my friend.
I think the time is done.
2 out of 3, but that's not quite enough. So that's going to be the end of the turn, as we can go ahead and remove a suppression token from everybody. Also, any green tokens on the board will come off. Right now, Empire has put 4 wounds on that evaporator and 4 wounds on this evaporator. Josh has taken 1 wound off here and 2 wounds off there, so I am up by 1. But he is definitely coming into threatening range for this evaporator as we move into round 4. We are in round 4. Josh, what are you playing?
Double the fall.
I played push. Okay, double the fall. Count Dooku in 1 unit. At the start of the activation phase, if Count Dooku has a face-up order token, he may return it to his order pool and choose up to 2 enemy units within range 1 to 2 and return their order tokens to their order pool. And with cunning, you will have priority. Josh, you had priority. Where did your orders go?
Well, the first order went to Dooku. The second order went to these droids, which in turn gave it to the B2s.
Okay, I went with Iden and this unit of Special Forces. Now is your time to decide whether or not you want to throw Dooku's token back in the bag.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, that's going to force me to pick up these 2. As I am in range, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle my order tokens, and we'll be right back. All right, Josh, you have priority. Is your turn. What would you like to do here, my friend?
I'm going to activate these droids here.
Okay.
I'm going to take an aim, and I'm going to fire at this unit of stormtroopers.
Okay, makes sense to me. Josh will have his aim token. He also has a surge token on this unit. They are kind of dangerous at this point. Now I still have heavy cover as I am still suppressed over there. So 2 hits so far. Just the 2, so it doesn't push any wounds through the cover. B1's a bit disappointing. So there's my stormtroopers with their second suppression token, as I must go to my stack as I have no face-up order tokens, no activation control whatsoever. And I will go ahead and pull a stormtrooper unit. And I'm pretty sure these guys, they are indeed within, well, let's go ahead with this unit of stormtroopers in the front here, my friend. They're going to be doing a delaying action, moving forward once, then twice into the B2s. So they can't just pop up around here and surprise me. Now, of course, this puts them right in the range of Count Dooku, which is a little scary, but I can't contact him. So it's going to look something like this. So that's going to be it for their turn. as we go back to you.
I'll take from the back.
Okay.
Core unit. Guess I'll activate them.
Okay, so AI attack will kick in.
Yep.
They'll be shooting at the AT-ST. I'll just do it on the handy cam, my friend. 2 white dice. He's needing crits here. No crits.
Yeah.
So second action.
Repair the.
Of course. So we are now even. As I go to my stack, I've pulled a special forces unit. I think I like that look right there. So I just gotta find my range 2 movement tool, which is right over here. We're gonna move these guys. We're gonna move them full forward. And then we'll be able to cohere back here in case anybody wants to shoot us, and we're gonna be throwing our dice into that unit of B1s in the open. So 8 black dice again. Fortunately, they don't have a number of aim tokens to help them out here. But they don't need it, as they have done a total of 5 hits to you. You'll save 1 and lose 4. Okay, Josh has taken 4 droids off and gained a suppression token, as that unit of scouts have done a tremendous job so far this game. I'm very happy with them. Core. So we got 2 core units left. It's the unit with the white or the green. So once again, AI attack will kick in. I think you have 2 targets at this point. You can choose either the AT-ST or that unit of scouts that you see. So we'll let you decide, and then we'll go over the dice tray. Okay, it's just 3 white dice. It's AT-ST looking for crits. There's 2 of them. We have to put them down to 1 wound remaining. And it does put them down to 1 wound remaining. Good shot. Josh, after that great shot, what are you going to do with your second action?
I'm just going to recover to get back my HQ uplink and my rocket launcher if by some miracle they live past this round.
I cannot let them live past this round. My AT-ST will not survive another direct hit like that. As I pull the AT-ST, first thing I need to do is roll a white dice to see how many actions he's going to get. It's going to be 1. So he's just going to sit there and fire at that unit, Josh.
All of it.
Fire everything we have at those droids. You do not have cover at this point. Surgeon to hit with the pilot. I think he felt he was in danger, so he rolled pretty well, doing 5 damage to you. You have saved 1, so that will be the squad, thankfully. The AT-ST is done, and taking away that squad right there as Josh goes into his bag. It should just be that last droid. Here's a white dice to see if he rolls off that suppression token. He does not.
And he'll panic.
No, he's courage 1, so he is still good.
Okay.
He has to be double his courage to panic. Now, he does have AI attack, so he must shoot first.
Yep.
And he is going to try to get the crit.
Sure.
It would be epic if you do it, buddy. Using the handy cam. 1 white dice. And that is a crit. Can I save it? No, I cannot.
Champion droid.
Oh my goodness. There goes the AT-ST. Champion droid is right, as you still get a second action with that hero. Josh coming through. 3 crits at the end on 3 dice.
Yeah, where was that in the beginning?
Yeah.
I guess I'll just let me see how far I can get here on a move. I'm just gonna move more here.
I like that play. That's a good play. As I go to my stack, I've pulled a core unit. And I think it's going to be these boys right here. As I take a look, they're going to aim and shoot at that unit of B1s, assuming that I am indeed in range. Only able to see the unit leader here. We'll have to make do with that. As Josh has heavy cover, because half his squad is not visible to my unit leader. I've done 3 so far. And just 3, so heavy cover will block 2. 1 dice to save the unit leader. You do have a surge token over there.
Yeah, I do. I'll go ahead and use it.
All right. That was ineffective. So that's going to be it for that unit of stormtroopers, as Josh has put second suppression token on that unit and goes to his bag.
It's in here somewhere.
1 unit remaining in
Dooku.
the bag.
Well, the B2s haven't gone yet. They're not
Right.
in the bag.
Right.
I think I'm gonna do force push
Okay.
to push these guys back,
Okay.
and then I'll hit them with the lightning.
Well, force push will be a free action, so you could charge into him after that if you so choose. There's a number of things you can do, so we'll give me a second.
Yeah, I don't want to. Well, I'm gonna push them out, but I still want to remain cover. I don't want to put myself open to Iden.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna force push them back here,
Okay.
and then I'll choke one,
Okay.
and then I'll lightning them,
Okay.
and then that'll still leave. They've already gone, and I still got my B2s to go next turn.
Okay, we'll talk about it real quick. So we talked about it a little bit, and Josh has changed up his plan. You're going to move Dooku into contact with that rear stormtrooper.
Yeah. So it's gonna move back a little bit here.
Okay, and now you're going to swing the
I'm gonna
lightsaber.
swing with the lightsaber and see how many of these stormtroopers I can possibly get rid of.
Okay. It is 5 red at Pierce 2. I assume that he surges to crit.
Yes, he does surge to crit, so
Okay.
that surge token is null and void.
Well, it helps him on defense.
Defense, yeah.
And he's gotten 4 there.
So
At this point, I'm not losing the unit. At Pierce 2, I will lose 4.
4.
So I've removed 4 stormtroopers, but Josh has more in store for these. That stormtrooper leader.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kill off the activation with force choke, and then I'll also force reflex to gain a dodge.
Okay. And that is your last activation. As I go to
Now I got this B2 unit.
my stack, I have pulled a Special Forces. I'm going to go with this unit right here. I'm going to get out of the water because scouts don't swim. And then I can move at speed 2 after that. So what we'll do is we'll end up we'll be a little short of contact actually. Okay. So we're just gonna take it easy back here. stack on the wall. As we'll check out my next unit, which is my commander, Iden Versio.
I still have the B2s.
I used to have the B2s.
Oh boy. An order token. I was kind of waiting to try to see if I could get those guys away from me.
And you did.
And I'm going to have to move up with the leader to have a shot on these guys.
Okay.
Because I'm not in range 2.
Keep knocking over B2s or B1s.
I'm so surprised these guys haven't just broke. They're so fragile.
We're going to have to get what kind of glue you used after the wrap up.
All right, so I need to get... So I'm really going to kind of just move these guys up, but put the leader... I'm just going to kind of recohere.
Sure.
So he needs to be at least the second one.
Okay. And then shooting at the unit in heavy cover.
Yep, we're shooting at them. And they do have a surge.
All right, Josh looking at a triple rainbow and a surge against my guys in heavy cover due to the suppression token and the terrain. Thank goodness for the surge. As it's just 3, that's disappointing.
Yep.
Been rolling much better on your defense than your offense. So blocking 2 due to the cover. And let's see if I can save the 1. I do, so they'll take a 3rd suppression token as Josh uses his surge token. Okay, there's the 3rd suppression token on that unit. As I go to my stack, we already know it's going to be Iden. Difficult here. Difficult to say what I should do. I think... maybe we abandon those guys. I mean, my options here are I can come around the corner and shoot at some B2s. Leave me pretty vulnerable next turn. He hasn't played any of his 1-pips. I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave that to you. We're going to move and move.
Help those guys.
Knowing full well that that unit is probably now done for, but Iden is safe. And there's something to be said for that. As we go back to my stack, as it is all me now, and I got a core unit. Let's go ahead with these guys right now. They have to roll off 2 of these 3 suppression in order not to flee. And they have rolled off none. So Josh, can you do a speed 2 move straight back to your board edge? Yep, we're going to take them off.
Yep.
It was a danger. We knew it was a danger, but that's okay. Because we got plenty of resources still left. Next one's going to be a Special Forces. And what these guys are going to do is they're going to come around the corner and shoot at those B1s over there. These guys are coming down off the hill. Now they are not quite in range 2, so it's just going to be the sniper shot. Josh would have light cover, which goes to no cover due to Sharpshooter 1. 2 black dice for the strike sniper team. We've got nothing. That could have gone better for you guys, as the luck has changed a bit. We're going to go with this unit of stormtroopers right now. And they are also going to move in this direction. And I'm just going to place this guy right down here. And then I'm going to have to do a cohere, which has to be a legal move. So put the DLT out there. And then we're going to be shooting once again at those 2 droids, who will have heavy cover this time. So just the DLT able to fire here, hoping to put a suppression token on you. And we do. So you'll block the 2 because of cover, but you'll take a 3rd suppression. Yep. That's going to be it for turn 4. As Josh has gotten all the points off his evaporators, I've gotten all the points on mine. And there's some movement going around here for sure. We'll take 1 suppression token off of each unit and get rid of any green tokens that we have as we go into turn 5. Josh really evening things up with taking down the AT-ST with 3 straight crits from 3 B1 droids. Turn 5, Josh, I'm going to be playing Pulse Scan, Iden's 1 pip.
And I'll be playing Fear, Surprise, Intimidation.
All right, so with Cunning, you will have priority. Josh, you had priority. Your order had to go to Dooku, and he gets a surge token for his defense.
Oh, yeah.
As I have gone to Iden, who's gained a name token. So where would you like to begin, my friend?
I guess we'll start with Dooku.
Okay.
And I'm going to need a second to measure some things out.
Sure. All right, Josh has made a decision. What you going to do, buddy?
I'm going to take full advantage of the card. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Dooku around here to get a little disruptive here. So he's going to move. And then I'm going to come into base contact with... I think I'm going to come into base contact with these scouts.
Okay, that 4-man scout team.
And then we're going to...
This is where your Relentless activates right away.
I'm going to activate Relentless.
Okay, so let's go over and figure out what you're shooting and hitting.
Yep.
All right, where are you starting?
We'll start with the scouts.
Okay, the scouts are 5 red dice, right? Or you mean the strike team?
The 4-man.
Okay, so
4-man scout.
5 red dice for that.
Do you have a surge? But I already surged a crit. Surged a crit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 5 red.
Mm-hmm.
This is the lightsaber strike.
So 5. At Pierce 2, that's probably going to be the end of them, and it will be the end of them. Okay.
And then I'll do Force Lightning to the strike team.
Okay. So 1 at Pierce 1, correct?
Lightning is, yes, Pierce 1.
Okay, and so they'll take 3 suppression.
Put her wherever you want.
No, it just has to go in base contact with you. All right, so Josh has decided to Force Choke the remaining scout there. He has taken his dodge, and he has pulled Iden into him. As now, Josh, which 2 are you going to recover?
Let's see. I'll recover reflexes and push.
Okay.
So Force Choke I won't be able to use next turn.
I go to my stack, and I've pulled a Special Forces unit. That's going to be these guys right here.
Yep.
They're going to just go ahead and make contact with this right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then put 6 black dice into those 2 droids right there. All right, 6 black dice. It's going to result in 4 hits. No cover for you, so you'll have to save 3 here.
You're going to the green one?
The gray one. The gray one. Okay, just saved 1, so that will be both of those gray guys down. Okay, Josh has removed that unit as he goes to his bag.
Core. Can I see that? Activate them.
Okay, so it does look like your front guy can see me, so you will have to shoot at me before you do anything else. Due to AI attack.
Okay.
So it is the ACM that's leading the charge here, so it's going to be 3 red dice. I do have heavy cover because the unit leader does not have line of sight to anybody, nor is anybody behind him. So 2 will be blocked by the heavy cover. With his second action, Josh is moving up to the moisture evaporators. As I will go to my stack. Special Forces is dead. Core units are still here. I think what I will do is try these guys on for size first. Can I get that white dice from you, brother? 1 or 2 actions, just one. And they're going to be shooting at your B2s. 2 red and 4 white here. That's going to be good for 6. Now you will block 1 due to armor, but that will leave 5 for you. It's going to be the white dice. And you'll save 2 of them. Good job.
And a suppression.
Josh has removed 1 of the B2s and taken a wound token on another. Taking a suppression token, as it is back to you, my friend. AI attack will kick in at this point.
Yep.
So we'll let you roll a white dice against the scouts, I presume.
Yeah.
Nothing there. Your second action.
I'm just going to move into base contact with them.
Okay.
And this.
Okay. So go ahead and move him around here. So I'm still touching the objective. And be done there. As I go to my stack. Core unit. It's these guys right here. They're definitely going to be moving up. And I'm going to cut that a little bit harder in order to not let you get cover. Still be within range there. And we'll be shooting at the B2s again.
Okay.
So, same dice pool as before. 2 red, 4 white. No cover on the B2s. We've gotten 5. Stormtroopers are getting it done. Now 1 of those will go away due to armor, leaving you with 4. Okay, no saves there. So that's going to leave 1 wound left on the B2 leader. And a second suppression as Josh will go to his stack, or his bag.
I think the only one left is going to be these guys. Right?
Mm-hmm. And AI attack will once again kick in to have them shoot at this unit of stormtroopers back here.
Is that 3?
Yeah, it is 3 because I've been shooting you, and then you can choose what to do after.
Now let me try to roll off.
2 suppressions. Then you do it right over here. No, so they're actually going to be running towards your board edge. Okay, and so that's going to leave me with the dead special forces. You need a speed 2.
Yeah, speed 2.
There we go. As those guys are moving at speed backwards. It leaves Iden Versio, ladies and gentlemen. And what Iden's going to do is she's going to take an aim and attack Dooku. Alright, so it's going to be 2 red, and with ID 10, 3 white, and that makes it suppressive. 2 aim tokens. Dooku has a dodge. I'm going to go ahead and use a aim to reroll 2. And then use that second aim to convert that one. So it's going to be a total of 5. You can dodge 1, of course.
We'll dodge 1, yeah.
To make it 4. And since you use your dodge, now you are surging on defense as well. So you take 2. Okay, so that's going to be the end of the round. This is a really close game. Both of us have totally done our objectives. Josh has a B2 unit over there. I have a unit of scouts over here. And we'll come back for turn 6, see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Decisive turn 6, Josh, are you good?
Yep.
What do you play?
You disappoint me.
Okay, and I have played standing orders.
Okay.
I don't know why I did that. Josh, you got priority. Where'd you go?
I went to Dooku, and then the 2 units, the B1 unit over there by the objective, and this unit here.
And everyone getting surge tokens and also dodge tokens.
Correct.
As I went ahead and gave it to my scouts over here on my left. So you do have priority. Where would you like to start?
Give me a moment.
Sure. So Josh, what have you decided to do with your first activation?
I'm going to activate the B2 here.
Okay, let's see if he rolls off his suppression token. Yeah, I got a token there for you. He does.
I'm going to go ahead and repair
Okay.
the objective, and then I'm going to take a shot at this unit here.
Okay, so let's go ahead and shoot at that unit who will have no cover. Now you do have a surge token here in addition to your black and white. Let's see what you get. Blanked out. That was going to be a key to victory. I don't think it's over yet though. So this unit is not hurt. It is not suppressed. Josh was counting on that, so I'd only have 1 action maybe and could not move and repair that. Now what I'm counting on is pulling a trooper token. It's Iden. It is Iden. Why would... my luck is turned against me. Iden has just 1 move, and that is to aim and attack Dooku again. So let's go for it. So I'm looking at Hunter to give me an aim token, and then I got 2 red in because of ID 10, a 3 white, and suppressive. Let's see what we can do here. We have gotten a total of 4 so far as she searches to hit. I will go ahead and use the aim token to make it 5.
I'll use the dodge to get rid of 1.
Sure. Now if you fail all 4 of these, Josh, he is dead. It seems unlikely, but we can hope.
Yeah, the way I've been rolling tonight.
You've been rolling just fine. You save all 4. Don't give me that sad story. So now, Josh, we go back to you.
I'm going to activate Dooku.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Force Push
Sure.
to get Iden away from me.
Sure.
And then I'm going to... I might already be... Yeah. So I don't see a reason to move. I'm really just trying to get suppression on them.
Mm-hmm.
And how does scatter work?
You get to rearrange my minis, not the unit leader, after you attack.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll take a aim as my first action, and then I'll lightning you.
Okay.
Just not taking the aim.
Yep, so Josh has thought about it. He has a better play in mind, and that is going to be to shoot at the stormtroopers without the aim, and then scatter them. Now for this plan to work, he does need to hit with at least one of these dice.
And I
Surge to crit.
surge the crit.
And he's hit with 2. This is at Pierce 1. So I will lose 2 stormtroopers. Okay, at this point, Josh is going to go ahead and scatter these guys who have gained a suppression token.
And then for my second action, I'm going to go ahead and move into base contact with them.
Okay. This guy has not gone yet, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to get on my stack. And I'm going to pull a trooper unit. And these guys cannot make it there to repair, so they're just going to aim and shoot at the B2. So Josh does have a dodge and surge. I have an aim, 2 red, 4 white for the stormtroopers. So far so good. Rerolling 1. That's going to be all of them. Now armor roll cancel 1, and you can dodge 1.
I'll dodge 1, so 4.
4, you have to make all 4 of these to save
yeah.
the guy.
Nope.
You do not, so that will end that guy, but he has done his job. So these guys are now done. Trying to save some points here as Josh. We go back to you.
I'll go ahead and go to the bag.
Sure.
And pull this guy. Try to roll up that suppression. Nope. I think, because I can't get over here anyways.
Yeah, nothing really matters here except for how this plays out, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going to move him. I'll double move him back here.
Okay. So now I need to go with these stormtroopers next. And these stormtroopers can't kill Dooku or anything like that, so I'm just going to pass with them.
Yep.
Which will move you over to this B1 droid now.
Yep, and I guess withdrawing's not going to do anything, because you're just going to claim that. So I will just attempt to attack.
You want to dodge too?
Yeah, dodge and
all right.
attack.
Go ahead and roll your 1 white. That is a hit. And that's not a save.
Punched. There it is. Bludgeon.
All right. So these guys are now done.
Yep.
As I will go here, I'm going to put a wound token back on this to tie us, and then I'm going to try to punch your B1, who now has 2 dodge tokens.
That's a melee block.
So nothing. So that's going to end the game at a tie. We're going to have to see points destroyed. What I have remaining is 160 point plus upgrade thing of scouts for duck and cover, Iden Versio and 9010, and 2 units of stormtroopers. Josh has this guy who survived, Dooku, which is worth a ton of points, and those B2s. So we'll come back, add up the points, and let you know who won at the end. Welcome back to the War Corgi YouTube channel, where we just had the closest game in channel history, with Josh killing 455 points of Empire forces and I killing 454 points of CIS forces. And as the objectives were a draw, it came down to those points, and Josh, you have won by 1 point. Congratulations.
Thank you.
2 in a row for you. Very exciting. So tell us a little bit about your list and what you liked and what you didn't like.
Well, I still have a real hard time trying to find that love for the B1s, because so many times they are defense and putting out anything offensively. They just disappoint constantly. But in this case, I got lucky with taking out that AT-ST. Because that thing, if I hadn't taken it down, it would have probably wreaked some havoc for the rest of the game.
I tell you what, having taken out the AAT on what is the left side of my flank, I thought I had sewn the game up, because my AT-ST was pretty much uncontested over there.
Yeah. And
should have wiped the floor with what remaining B1s that you had over on that side of the board. But that's not what happened, because like you said, even though the B1s are unreliable, they are capable of great things every once in a while. Yeah,
they pulled through over there, and it wasn't even, if I remember correctly, it wasn't even the E60 that was doing damage. It was just...
you rolled 3 white dice, and you got 3 crits.
Yeah.
And doing some quick math in my head, I think the odds are 1 in 256 for that to happen.
Oh.
And I didn't save any of them, so add that to the odds too, and you can see it was a long shot, which paid off for you.
Yeah.
And I don't think you had a choice in those attacks either. It was all you had to shoot at them because of AI attack.
Yeah.
B2s strong as ever, right?
Yeah, they did some work. Having that unit, that full unit. Well, didn't have the extra, but having a four mini unit there at the end, to kind of get in there on that objective and repair it up one really helped.
Yeah, you made some good saves with them at the end that allowed you to do that as well.
Yeah.
And, I really like the B2s. I think they're so much more reliable than the B1s. But really, it was all about your Dooku play tonight. Now, this was the first time you ever used a Force user, and in turn 4, you used him to great effect.
Yeah, I was definitely happy with how things turned out with that double move Relentless, and that with that command card. I felt that really disrupted that group that you had, with Iden and the scout team and the strike team, being able to kind of push, pull, do damage here. Yeah. I felt that really sealed it at the end for me, putting him in that position and be able to do a number of things, at the end.
Yeah, so he uses Fear, Surprise, and Intimidation, wins priority with Cunning, goes in, lightsabers a squad of 4 scouts to death, and then between the Force Lightning and the Force Choke, kills the strike team, and then pulls Iden in so Iden can't use her 1-pip card, which is pretty strong at that point. So perfect play at the perfect time for that, and it's really what swung the game in your favor, that and the AT-ST going down. So solid play. This is my second time playing with Iden. I gotta tell you, I like her much better with the Death Troopers than I did with the Scouts. The Scouts were fun. The big knock against Scouts from the get-go is they're not very survivable with those white armor saves.
Yeah.
Death Troopers bring a whole new level of survivability to the Empire list. And then the 8 black dice is fun, especially on the time that when you use the Tactical Strike where they get to move.
Yeah, that was a cool round.
But probably just not enough to make it good. And then the AT-ST really does a number on vehicles, and we covered that in the Jedi Hunter podcast. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to play with it. It can be a very strong unit. In this case, it just didn't do enough, even though it killed the AAT for me. I guess it did do enough. It was my other things that didn't do enough.
Yeah, and I felt that my AAT for sure did not do enough.
Yeah.
I felt that it should have a mix between bad decisions on my part and not really great rolls with the amount of dice that I had. It didn't really, it laid down some suppression and some damage on the early scout team that was over on that flank. But other than that, it did barely any damage to the AT-ST when it did shoot it. And I was kind of missing my armor piercing shells this game.
Yeah, that certainly does play a factor in it. Now, you did realize that when you shot your barrage shot in round 2 that you could have continued to fire on the scout team or put 2 shots in the AT-ST. I think it was probably a mistake to split those fires. I think you should have decided which one of those you want to kill more and do as much
put them all
damage.
into one.
Yeah. So I think I got lucky there, a combination of luck, and then you probably not making the best play there, but in the end it doesn't matter because you pull out the victory.
I won.
You won again. So, anything else to say?
No, I really like. I'm gonna definitely look stronger at the B2 units in future lists and Dooku. I had a lot more fun playing Dooku than the previous times that I played Grievous. So I just feel like Dooku has a little more defensive capabilities, to me at least, than Grievous does.
Yeah, when you're running with those B2s that can really demand the attention of your opponent like it did for me tonight, it makes it tough to get some early wounds on Dooku. And then he made a key save against a scout strike team early on, a 50-50 chance, and he made that save. I was really hoping to get Iden to start popping some shots off at him at range 3. But since
did you feel at all that that War Weary really played a part in this game? Since
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
one of the most dreaded new cards.
sure, I lost a unit of stormtroopers due to that, and I thought
I had to make that decision, huh?
Yeah, I thought I had the advantage with War Worry. That's why I have it in my deck. But I just wasn't able to make any suppression stick on your guys. You roll off a lot of suppression this game, I will say.
Yeah, I was surprised about that.
Yeah.
That usually doesn't happen.
It happens against me a lot. So yeah, I did enjoy War Weary. It did cost me in the end, especially with the one commander list. I might have to relook at including that in my battle deck. But it's a really interesting card, and I think it can play to the Empire's strengths if played properly, which I'm not sure I did very well tonight. All right, so if you liked the video, make sure you give us a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, you're one of the few people in the Star Wars Legion community that hasn't. Go ahead and please subscribe. And if you really like these videos, go ahead and check us out on Patreon. Really appreciate the support that I get from my patrons, as it allows me to make improvements to the studio down here, allows me to get new units like Iden that you saw tonight. We also picked up Cassian and Vital Assets. They're all coming in. They haven't arrived yet for me, but it's really important to keep the channel going, and I do appreciate all the support. So you can find a link down below. And lastly, Lee, really appreciate the pawn, buddy.
It's really cool.
It didn't help me out as much as I needed to, but it was pretty cool on the table. All right, guys, we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.